Surrogacy is just a big part of me as a person now. I love it so much that now I work for an agency. You know, I work as a coordinator at a surrogacy agency, so it's just taken up a big part of my life now that I've done it. I hope it always stays that way. My name is Evie. I'm from Arizona. I am a single mom of 2, and I have done one surrogacy journey back in 2018. I just have always had the kind of personality where I want to help people, you know, like I was like that as a child. I was always, you know, the kid that helped other kids with their homework in class. I always made sure other kids were included and, you know, like playground recess and stuff like that. And as I got older, especially after I had my daughter, I just started thinking about surrogacy. You know, I was like, well, this is really easy for me. I could do it for somebody else. As I researched it more, I just felt more like, you know, more strongly that like this is something that I need to do, that I wanted to do really, really badly for a long time. And then when it finally happened, it was just crazy. When I first told my husband at the time that I wanted to be a surrogate, he looked at me like I was nuts. He was like, you want to have somebody else's baby? And I was like, yeah, totally, it's not a big deal. But then after I showed him the research I had done and, you know, kind of talked to him about like what the process would be like and explained why I wanted to do it, he was on board with it. He was excited about it. He helped me with my injections. He was super supportive. It was great. I did want to match with a gay couple just because, you know, especially like in the LGBTQ community, it's so hard. I just really had it in my heart that I wanted to do it for a gay couple or a gay man. And I knew that it was definitely the right decision. After I had my match call with Damien, we just clicked immediately. I was like, this is the guy I got to do this for. Like, I know that this is the right move for me now. When I shared that I was going to be a surrogate, pretty much everybody I knew, you know, was like, oh my God, that's so amazing. I can't believe you're going to do that. My mom was really, really excited. My sisters were both really excited, all my friends. So it was really, really cool because literally everybody I told was so supportive and so excited.
I'm proud of my mom for being a surrogate because it's not like you should be mean about something that, like, for example, like some people don't really support gay or lesbian, so it's kind of like rude. But I'm proud of her because she's supporting others and she's helping others get more courage in themselves so they don't have to like listen to the others who don't support.
Delivery day, it was a whirlwind. We drove to the birth center in rush hour traffic. Poor Damien was sitting there white knuckling it on the steering wheel. We're driving down the freeway during rush hour. But thankfully we made it, and by the time we got to the birth center, my contractions were like, I literally felt like at any moment the baby was just gonna fall out because they were just like back to back to back. And you know, so I was just sitting there like doing my breaths and just trying to focus on, you know, bringing this little dude earthside. And, sorry. And Damien, just as soon as he heard him cry, his face just like, you know, crumbled, and he started sobbing and telling me what a champion I am. And I just, you know, seeing the look on his face when Nate started crying, it was, you know, that was the reason I did it, to see that look on his face. Surrogacy is important not only because, you know, help create and finish families, but it also is, surrogacy community is such a big community now, and I think it's awesome to have such a big community because especially for intended parents, it can be, you know, a journey filled with heartbreak and pain and disappointment. And I love that there's an option now for, you know, families who have unfortunately faced emotions and situations like that, because, you know, up until like 30, 40 years ago, when it was that kind of situation, if a couple was struggling to have a baby, it was just kind of like, well, you can adopt, or it is what it is. You know, I look at my kids and I can't imagine not having them, not being able to have had them myself. I think surrogacy is just amazing. You know, it's a blessing, it's a gift for everybody involved. I became a part of a community that is just so like amazing and strong and resilient, and I wouldn't have all that if it weren't for surrogacy. So
I'm proud of my mom for being a surrogate.